So you see all these people online making all this money by selling a course, right? You're like trying to teach somebody something, right? But you're starting to wonder yourself, well, maybe I should make a course. Like, look how much money these people are making. Well, is that the right move for you? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, it could be right for you, it could be wrong for you. We don't know how it's going to work out. But what we do need to do is we need to look at who could benefit from producing an online course, right? And like what the perks of it, of these things like for online, like can be for entrepreneurs, like and their customers, right? Because you see this a lot with YouTubers, right? They specialize in something and then they make an online course, right? We also want to take a look at the most common mental barriers that creators face when they get started, and the best way to overcome them, right? So the rewards to creating an online course, right? You know, the financial, right? Making the money, right? And then promotional, right? Be able to reach more people. And then, to intangible things, right? Making a bigger impact, right? All these things they're very nice, right? So, you know, takes a lot of work to do all that, right? And the only way to stay motivated to do the work and actually enjoying it is to know that you're doing something that you should be doing, right? So let's start off by talking about like what is an online course and go from there. So let's ask ourselves a few questions. Do I have something to teach? Right? That friend or coworker that you call whenever, you need help with, you know, X, right? It could be anything, right? Maybe they're great at managing money, or maybe they're really good at fixing computers, right? Or maybe they're really good at cooking or home decorating. I mean, it could be anything, right? Perhaps they're really, really organized, right? Or they know more than anyone about, spreadsheets or just anything, right? I mean, it could literally be anything, right? Fitness, nutritions, right? And so it's just whatever they have a knack for, whenever you're facing a problem or decision in that area, you just know you're going to give that person a call, right? Well, guess what? There's a very good chance that for the people in your circle, you're that expert on something. Now, you might already know what that something is, right? Your gift or skill that people come to you for is, right? Or you might not. Chances are the people around you do know, though, right? In which case, you know, let's try to help you figure it out, right? Um, you know, you know that there's something that you can teach others that will help them in their life or work. And if there is, then creating an online course is the best possible way to get it out there. Right? Another question to ask yourself is, do I want to start an online business? You know, you've probably seen a bunch of stuff on, Instagram or TikTok, even YouTube, right? Someone posting a snapshot of their daily life in the form, of a cocktail on the beach, like on a Wednesday or something, right? And they'll tell you start an online business. You'll make money in your sleep, right? Just buy my coaching program and I'll show you how. Well, the reality is, building an online business looks nothing like that Instagram photo, right? It's going to be some hard work, but it can also be incredibly rewarding. When a student who completes your course, because your hard work caused the student to find you, buy from you, and do the work that you assign to them, tells you that you changed their life. It's going to be one of the most gratifying things and moments for you, right? And when your course income comes in, and all of a sudden you're able to put that extra money to good use, say paying off your debt, or maybe splurging on going out to eat for date night, or taking that vacation you've always dreamed of, you're going to get a good sense of satisfaction from having created that outcome from your own hard work. Now, if you want to start an online business, because of the low barrier to entry and high profit margin, selling an online course, that's a pretty smart way to do it. You got to ask yourself, do I want new leads for my core business? Well, selling an online course isn't the only reason to create one. Many course creators like online courses because they can generate new leads for a different part of their business. So, Let's say, like, if you sell coaching, advising, consulting, or any other kind of professional service, an online course can be your most powerful, lead generation tool. And here's a couple reasons why. A course delivers value to your leads, right? By sharing your expertise and helping your leads achieve a successful outcome, even if it's small, before they buy, you prove your worth better than a proposal, an ad, or a marketing email ever could. A course lets let your leads get to know you, right? Unlike with an ebook or white paper, the people buying your course will learn from you over a period of days or weeks rather than in one session. This gives them time to feel more comfortable working with you and builds trust, an invaluable tool to help you sell your services. One of the last things is a course is a natural stepping stone to upsell from, right? You could give your course away for free and generate lots of leads. Or you could charge for your course and generate fewer but much higher quality leads who are already paying you money. There's some research that would suggest that the probability of selling to a new prospect is about 10 to 20%, while the probability of selling to an existing customer is about 60 to 70%. Courses are an easy way to create existing customers to sell to, right? Now, there's some mental barriers to overcome when creating a course too, right? Even if you want to create a course, there may be something holding you back. Something that nags at you from the back of your mind, right? Telling you that you shouldn't do it. All right, don't worry. That's normal. And in fact, even the most successful course creators still have them, right? These are some of the most common mental barriers and how to overcome them, right? So the first one is, I'm not an expert. So why would anybody listen to me? Well, because you know more than they do. Think of it this way. You're creating a course to solve a problem for your students. Even if you do 2 hours of online research on that problem, you'll have more knowledge about that topic than the overwhelming majority of your market. Here's why. Most people don't want to do those 2 hours of research. If you ask most people for a list of their challenges, they'll happily come up with a very long list. But if you ask them how much time they've actually spent researching how to best solve each of those challenges, or even working to solve those challenges, you'd be surprised. It's not as much as you would think. Most people don't act on their problems nearly as much as they think about those problems. Now that creates an incredible opportunity for you to solve a problem that's constantly at the top of, their mind. But they haven't yet kind of taken those steps to start solving them, right? And in solving that problem, you'll be doing them a valuable service. And even if you're not an expert, you can still create valuable course content. Okay, another one is, why would people pay for information that they could just Google, right? For free. Just go Google it. Well, your online course students aren't paying you for information, they're paying you for a result. Now, they don't want to know how to do something, they want to do it. It's a subtle difference, but it's really important because mastering this concept means the difference between creating something that people will eagerly pay for and creating something that never sees a single sale. We've already established that most people won't spend too much time researching their challenges, but even if they do, think about what that research entails, right? Googling solutions and, just having to sift through and go through thousands and millions of results, right? Having to sort through the information to try to discern what's useless, what's worth considering, deciding which solution to try, and trying to figure out how to tailor that solution to their situation. If that solution fails, going all the way back to step one and starting over. This can mean hours, days, weeks, months, or maybe even years of wasted time. Or they could pay you to walk them step by step through solving that problem, knowing that they'll get the outcome they want when the course is completed. Considering that last year, online courses were about $106 billion market, for many people, that decision, is a no-brainer, right? There's already a course about my topic. Yes, right? No, really. It is. That's great, right? You see, all that means is that your topic is validated. It means that there are people willing to pay money to have that problem solved for them, right? Almost every single problem we're solving has already been tackled, whether in a book, a blog, or an online course. Take productivity, for example. Productivity has been a challenge for people for thousands of years. Ben Franklin wrote about it. And yet there's a new productivity book on the New York Times bestseller list just about every single year. Most problems have been around for a long time, and they're going to continue to be around for a long time, right? Online courses made about 46 billion last year, and they are not going anywhere. And in fact, selling courses in competitive subject areas is one of the most profitable approaches. Just because somebody wrote or launched an online course about them doesn't mean they're solved for everyone. Nothing is perfect or beyond improvement. For your students, it could be your unique perspective on that topic that finally gets them a breakthrough. In fact, you probably should tackle problems that aren't new, because if you pick a topic that nobody has ever written much about, it may actually be too narrow to get people interested. That sounds like a lot of work. I don't have time to make an online course. Well, there's thousands of courses that have been studied and launched, and there's a secret among successful creators that you should know. Building an online course doesn't have to take a lot of time. Let's talk about some of the pros and cons of online courses, though, because there's a lot of different ways to start an online business and teach people. And creating an online course is just one of the monetization options for creators. So some of them are, let's talk about the pros first. You earn money, either on the side or eventually as your primary source of income. You work on things that you're passionate about rather than things that are assigned to you. It's very low startup costs compared to other online businesses. Teach more effectively by creating richer, more immersive content than blogging or other formats typically allow. Generate leads that you can upsell and cross-sell to. Now, of course, if there's pros, there's cons, right? So there's some cons. You have to learn how to create effective course content that delivers results. You need to study how to market and sell your course to an audience. Although startup costs are low, you still need to invest time into building your course, right? So an online course may be for you, it may not be for you, but hopefully we kind of answered some of the questions you might have. If you have any more questions, you can go ahead and leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you, right? I'll do my best to answer your question. But if you like this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I'd really appreciate that. Until I see you guys in the next video, y'all be safe.